welcome back to my channel and welcome the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey by hitting that subscription button. It's free, and hit the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. I would just like to mention that if the video is a little bit too fast for you, up top there's 3 little buttons. You can click there, slow down the video to the speed you'd like. Also, right next to it, there's the CC letters for closed caption. You can turn that on, and you can read all the stitch that I'm calling down here. By pausing the video, take notes, will make it easier for you. Now, normally when I upload the videos, it takes about an hour for YouTube to search all my words that I'm saying, so it can appear on the closed captions. So don't panic if you don't see right away the closed captions, because the video has just been launched. It will show up in about a half an hour to an hour after the upload. I also would like to mention that if you have extra yarn, extra thread, and you'd like to help the women in need, we highly appreciate it and being very, very grateful for it. Thank you for the ones that already have helped and are still helping. If you'd like to donate, right below the video, there's a little bag of $. You can donate whatever amount you'd like. Nobody's asking for millions. Anything helps. It adds up at the end. You can also go into the description box. My PayPal account is there. You can donate through there if you'd like also. Please always give a thumbs up on the video if you like the video. It does help the video to circulate and also to be recognized worldwide. I gratefully appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's one way to help me out and to help to continue to create these beautiful pieces. Also share on your Facebook public. It costs nothing. Everything is free. There's no charge of anything. So please help out to grow the channel. I do have a Facebook group, private group. If you have a profile, you're more than welcome to request to be a member. It's free, of course, and we'll approve you. You must have a profile. Be careful with the links that you go into the groups that says cut and bit. These are fraud scammers that go through your phones, your computers, and take every information of yours. Do not open up those links. There's a lot of hackers in the groups now. That's why I made sure that my group is private. I want to thank every single one of you from the start being with me, and thank you so much for the newcomers. It costs nothing to subscribe, so please do so. Thank you so much, everybody. Everything will be listed always in the description box for every pattern that I create, the sizes, the thread that I use, which is Portugal thread. They're 100% cotton thread, 4-ply, which is similar to Aunt Lydia. Number 3, which number 3 Aunt Lydia is just a little bit thicker than my thread, not by much, but a little bit. I usually use a hook 3 or 3.5, a small one for tucking in loose ends, and a pair of scissors, of course. So thank you, everybody. Any other questions, suggestions, please feel free to comment. You can always get a hold of me if your intentions are to give some thread or yarn away. There's my email below the description box. There's my Facebook page that you can follow also, my Facebook group, my Instagram, my TikTok. So there's so many ways you can message me. Thank you so much, everybody. I hug every single one of you, and much blessings to all of you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, everyone. So today we're going to create a table cover, doily, cloth, if you want to call it, depending upon the thread and the size you're going at. This was a special request that I got for an Octagon tablecloth from baby grandma. I hope I have it right. I should have checked before I mentioned, but anyway, you know who you are. So this was a special request from one of my followers, subscribers. Thank you so much for the request and for being part of this journey with me, baby grandma. Thank you humbly. So I'm going to try my best to create this. It's not, she did mention that she wanted octagonal or round. Okay, so because the holidays is coming very close, I'm going to create something nice. It's not octagonal exactly, but it is round, and it's perfect for that type of table. And of course, you can go the size that you need to go by using the different size of thread. That's usually how it works. You want to go bigger, you have to use thicker thread and so on. So I'm going to use my 4-ply 100% cotton thread, and she wanted more lacy type, so we're going to try to create her the more lacy type. I had a dear friend, which is the moderator of my group, Barbara Faut, had sent me a few magazines with quite a few beautiful patterns, very, very old magazines. They don't even exist anymore. So I came across one that really interests me. So I'm going to switch up the game a bit, and I think you will enjoy what I'm going to do with it. I hope you're going to like it, but if not, well, at least it's something out there that somebody for sure will like it. So I hope I'm going to do justice to this tablecloth that you requested, and eventually later on I'll create a few more, because in reality we do mostly rounds and ovals and things like that, or longs, so we'll have to get into the octagon ones and take it from there. Okay, so I'm going to use 2.75 hook. I don't know why I'm getting hooked on this hook. It's just wonderful to work with. Usually I work 3.5, but this seems to be doing very well for my work. A pair of scissors and a small one to tuck in loose ends. Now, remembering baby grandma, because it's a table cloth or table doily, you can go the size you want, remembering that you have to either use Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton thread. That will make it big enough. And if you use number 10 Aunt Lydia, because I know most of you use on the US or Canada, that's what you usually come across on the cotton threads. I'm sure there's plenty if you look up online somewhere, but sometimes you guys have a hard time. If you're using number 10 and you wanted to make it a little bit bigger, but with the fineness of the 10, because it's very thin, then you can double or triple your thread. I don't know how much thread it will take, because since I'm just going to create it, hopefully I'll get the grip of creating this and doing my own twist. Kind of hard to see by the picture, but I am going to put my little sweet twist in it. Okay, so let's have fun with this tutorial. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. By the way, baby grandma, thank you so much for your beautiful comments all the time and your support. I send you much love, much hugs. God bless you always, and congrats on your move. I think it's wonderful when we can have a beautiful move, and there's blessings up ahead with the new path that you're about to embark on. Okay, so I send you much love, my sweet. Okay, let's get started, everyone. So the first thing we want to do is do 12 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get my thread properly right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If your stitch is too wide, your tension, I suggest you're doing only 10 or 8. Okay, so now we are going to do 1, 2, 3. Inside of this circle, we're going to do 24 double crochets. That's including with chain 3. This is row 1. I'll meet you at the end. So I have 24 double crochets. I'm going to come on the third one. We might have to do video 2 for this, okay? Because it's a little bit touchy. She wanted like a lace type of thing. So this is more or less into the lace thing. And normally you would use like a number 10 or a number 20 for this type of thing. I don't normally work with 10s or 20s. It's just out of my league. Not out of my league. I'm just tired of it. I used to work with it when I was very young. I have more tolerance for it. Okay, so I'm going to come back in the same space as I usually do, and I do a single, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and no, I'm going to do 3 chain. Now you have to understand that at the beginning I am following some picture here that I barely can make out what I'm seeing. So I'm going to skip a space and I'm going into the next one. 1, 2, 3. So I will have to pause a few times to check the picture to see if I'm getting this properly. 1, 2, 3. Skip one into the next one. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Skip one into the next one. So we're going to have 12 loops all the way around. When we get to the first single we did, we're going to close it in with slip stitch. So row 1, row 2, going to row 3. I'm going to come into the center of the first 3 chain we did here. And I'm going to do a single and 2 chain. I'm coming back in and I'm doing another double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. I'm coming into the next space and creating 2 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3 into the next space and creating again 2 double crochet. So this row 3 will be about 1, 2, 3 will be about 2 double crochets and 3 chain between them. Okay, and then we're going to close it up on the third chain here. I call it the third because we did a single and 2 chains. So instead of saying on the second chain, so you don't get confused. So the third chain, and I'll meet you at the end. So we're going into row 4. 1, the 3 chain here is 2. This is 3 going into row 4. I call it doing the walk. So I'm going to do the walk with the slip stitch, and I'm going to come and stretch it out over here a little bit, and I'm going up again. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do the 2 double crochets again in the center of these loops. Now I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. I'm coming into the next one and creating 2 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Coming into the next one and create the same thing. Okay, so we're going to repeat this all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, going into row 5, so I'm doing the walk again. I'm going to do the walk here in between these stitches because I don't want it to be pulling too much into the thread. Then I'm coming into the center, doing a single, 2 chain, and coming in and doing another double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain this time. Coming into the center and creating 2 double crochets. So this whole row will be chain 6 and 2 double crochet. Okay, next row we're changing up a bit. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, going into row 6. I thought we were changing, but not yet. I'm going in through the little loops just because I don't want to stretch the thread too much until I'm about in the center, and then I'm coming back in the center, doing a single, 2 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chain this time. And then proceed again with the 2 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again into the next one. Just like that. Okay? So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys. So now we're going 1, 2, and 3. In the same space, we're creating another double crochet. Next space, 2 double crochets together. So we're having an increase of 2 double crochets, 2 per space. So now we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come in the center of the chain 8 we have there. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to continue to do my increase. So basically this row will be all about 2 double crochets together, and on the second one 2 double crochets together, and then chain 3 into the center with single, chain 3. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, going into row 8, I'm coming back in and I'm doing a single and 2 chain in the same space, another double crochet, so that's 2 double crochets there. Next space, 1 alone, next space, 1 alone, and the last one 2 together. So our increase is 2 at the beginning and 2 at the end. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chain again, coming into the first one again, doing the increase 2 together. Now remembering you can mix colors if you want to do like the Christmas theme with whites and reds and greens. Two, 4, 6. We're going to proceed this way all the way around. Okay, you guys, going into row 9, so I've closed in with slip stitch. I'm coming back in the same one and doing a single, 2 chain. Again, we're going to do an increase 2 together at the beginning and 2 together at the end. So next space double crochet alone, 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 and 2 on the last one. So this row has 2, 4, 6, 8, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, close up in the center with a single, chain 3, and again repeat the same thing, 2 together on the first one, and then the other one's alone, and on the last one add 2 together. And I've chosen this pattern for you, my dear, because it's just beautiful, lacy looking, and also very easy and very fast, so you don't have to do so much stitching and so much whatever. I'm almost sure you will love it. It's a gorgeous piece of art. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 10, so single, 2 chain. This row we're going to continue to do the increase of 2 double crochets at the beginning and 2 at the end. So it's basically the 2 double crochets and then 1 per space until the end, and then 2 at the end, and then again chain 8. We're going to change up a bit the next row. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming back in and doing the 2 double crochets together. So it's just a repeat again over here, all the way around, and 1 per space, and then do your increase at the end, 2 together. Okay, guys, so I close in with a slip stitch on row 10, going to row 11. So nothing is changing on this row. I thought we were, but we're not. So we're still doing the increase. Now the next row, we're going to start doing the decrease. Okay, so this row will have 12 double crochets. So 2 at the beginning and 2 at the end. And then your 4 chain and single. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your single. 1, 2, 3, 4, and start your increases again. 2 at the beginning and 2 at the end. Create your 12 double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, going into row 12 now. It might seem like it's furling up. I don't know. How do you call it? But as we go, it starts stretching out. So don't worry about if you see a little bit of waves on it. It's normal. So row 12, we're decreasing. I'm coming into the next double crochet. So the second one, single, 2 chain. So we're going to decrease. We're not going to work on the first one, nor the last one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you should know by now if your tension is too loose, then cut a chain. If it's too tight, then increase the chain. We're coming inside of the space here with a single. On top of the single with a single and another single right after. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming in the second double crochet. So we're not doing the first and we're not doing the last. And this is what it looks like. So you do your chain 4, single, single on top of single, and 1 single. So we have 3 singles. Okay, meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, going to row 13. So I've closed in with a slip stitch. I'm doing the walk over to the next one. We're doing decrease again, single, 2 chain. This is my second double crochet, my third, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Chain 4, 2, 3, 4. Again, I'm coming in here, single, 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 and single. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 singles. No, 5 singles, sorry. So we have 3 singles here, 1 on each side, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and come into the second double crochet and do your double crochets again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, single inside of the space of the chain, 1 on top of the single. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5 singles, and chain 4 again. 2, 3, 4. Come into the second double crochet. So we don't do the first and we don't do the last. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, going into row 14. Let me just confirm. Yes, single, so we're still decreasing, single, 2 chains. Now, using number 3, Aunt Lydia, of course the pattern will be way much bigger. But I don't think it will fall over the table, baby grandma. I do have an Octagon pineapple in my playlist. What I'll do is once I launch the video, I will list it below. It's exactly Octagon. And also another thing is where I have tablecloths, rugs that can be also tablecloths on my playlist. You could always go there and also create. There's beautiful patterns there with pineapples and other motifs for that specific table. Okay, just an idea for you. So 2, 4, 6. Now we're decreasing 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to continue to do the single. So single inside of the chain, single over single. So 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 5, 6, and 7. So we started with 1, 3, 5, and now 7. Chain 4 again, 2, 3, 4. And continue to do your 6 double crochet, always skipping the first and skipping the last. And also, if you want to go bigger on this pattern, all you have to do is just keep increasing here, the rows. And also, you can increase here also before the decrease. You can go up higher also. That will make the pattern bigger. So you have 2 options here to go bigger. Okay, just little ideas for you. The same concept. Just keep adding 2 at the beginning, 2 at the end, and keep doing your chain 8 and then your chain 4, chain 8, chain 4. So that will, until you get to the size you think you're okay, and then you continue from there on, creating the rest of what we're doing now. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, going into row 15, into the second double crochet. So we're always decreasing until we have 2 left, 2 double crochet left at the end. So now we're going to have 4. So that means the next one will have the 2 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to proceed to do the same thing. Single. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And proceed with your 4 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, going to row 16. I'm going to do the walk over to the next one. We're going to have 2 double crochets. So single, 2 chain, and another double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come back and do your single where the chain is, and then 1 single per space. So you're supposed to have 11 singles. So of course we are skipping the first and the last of the double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double crochet and double crochet. We're going to repeat this all the way around. Okay, you guys, so we pretty much finished row 16, going to row 17. I'm going to come right in the center here, but grabbing the loops and doing a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to do a triple right in the first single here. Take out 2, take out 2, and take out the last 2. I'm going to do a triple again, coming in the last single here. Take out 2, take out 2, and take out the last 2. Now, if you find that your stitch is still too tight, we can go ahead and do 12 instead of 10. I think that's what I'll do because I don't want the pattern to pull. So 10, 11, 12. Again with the triple. Come into the first one, take out 2, take out 2, and take out the last 2, and then on the last single, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. Chain 12 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm coming in again the center here of the 2 double crochets with a single, and we're going to proceed this way all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Triple again on the first single, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2, and triple on the last single, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. And proceed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Come in between the double crochets here and do a single. So pretty much that's what it's going to look like. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we're reaching the end of row 17. So I've done 6 chains. I'm going to roll 3 times. I'm coming in the single because we need to be in the middle to start the next row. Maybe it's best I do 5 chain instead of 6. We don't want it to be too big. Okay, so 5 chain. Sometimes I just have to go along with the pattern. Okay, let's do that again. So take out once, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. That's better. Now, on this one here, where we have the motifs here will be 12 chain, okay? And on these ones here will be 15 chain. So we're going to do 12 chain. So row 18, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 chain. I'm coming into, let me just count this properly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my 6th one, and I'm going to close it with single. Now I'm going to do 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 chain. Where we have these motifs here, on all of them, it's a 15 chain, and the other ones are 12. So I'm going to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On my 6th one, I'm going to do a single. So now we proceed again with 12 because we are on the motifs here like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my 6th one. Single. So 1 chain of 15 where these motifs are, and chain of 12 where we have the long ones. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, so I've closed in where we first started with a slip stitch. Now I'm going to do the walk we're going to create some bells here at the end. The thing with this pattern is you have to create individual. So it's a little bit of work, keep, starting to create bells and then cutting thread and going into the second bell, cutting thread. But it's a gorgeous pattern. As a doily, it's perfect. I mean, you would have to use, I guess, a very thick thread for this. So it would be as a doily and not a tablecloth because it's just nearly impossible. Okay, so I'm on the so I have to go into, so I'm going to keep going with a slip stitch, either that in between the stitch or you cut your thread. I have to get to, we're going to work here on the motif here and not these ones here. We do not work on the ones that have the big motif, okay? So either you can cut the thread, tuck in. I'm just avoiding the cutting thread and tucking ins, and just gonna proceed by here. But you can do it the other way if you like. Just cut the thread and then come directly into. So this one here we have 15, right? So I think I pulled this thread here wrong. I'm even going to grab a smaller hook just so we don't have like too much of a thick lineup coming through. I should have done it with this one here, but this is just a sample, so it's okay. And this hook is very fine to even grab all of this, but I'll try my best. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 15 and 7. Okay, so on my 7th one, where we have this one here, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to come back in with a slip stitch. Okay, now I'm just going to turn this little loop. The thing is, we're going to have to keep cutting the thread after this, okay? So I'm turning this little loop here. I'm just going to use my thinner hook just so I can get it into this side so it can stay flat. So you just turn that little loop like that, okay? Now, so inside of this little loop, we're going to come in with a single and chain 2. I'm going to come back in. We're going to do 9 double crochets. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have 9 double crochets inside of this loop. I'm going to turn my work around and we're going to repeat the 9 double crochet again. So 1, 2, 3, chain into the next one, double crochet into the next one, double crochet into the next one, double crochet, and again. So it's just a repeat of these double crochets. Make sure you get the very last one because sometimes it is tricky. And then turn your pattern around again. and repeat again. 1, 2, 3, and again 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Where am I at? 2, 4, 6, 8. Why do I have more than I'm supposed to? Oh, that wasn't too smart of me, was it? That's because I did 2 in the same space. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, so again, so do your 9 double crochets. We're going to turn around again. I need to see if maybe I can turn off some lighting here so we don't look. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now these bells have 4. We're going to do chain 4 because 1 for space. So double crochet, a chain, double crochet, a chain, double crochet, chain, and again. And you could have done these in gold and red and green. These are bells. That's why I say it would be perfect for Christmas. So baby mama, even though this is not a tablecloth, it's a doily, you can put it on top of that table. It would look amazing, especially if you have like a nice silky cloth over it, and then put this, like a green or a red one. Put, if you're using white or off-white, put this on top. It would look stunning. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And like I said, baby grandma, I will leave the link to the Octagon tablecloth, pineapple tablecloth. I'm sure you will like that. Okay, so again, we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Not 3, 4, sorry. And chain, 1 chain, and then double crochet, and then did I do a chain here? No, I didn't. Okay, the only, like I said, the only problem with this is you're going to have to always cut the thread right after we finished here and continue to do the same thing. Why do I keep forgetting to do my 1 chain? Because I'm yapping away. When I yap away, I'm not concentrated. So I'm going to have to do mine and come back to you on it so we can complete the last row together. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, okay, not including with the thing we did. So what we have to do now is we need to cut our thread. And I'm already going to turn it to the back because it makes it easier now on us. Okay. And on the chain right next to it, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain, and then back into the same space with slip stitch. We're going to turn around try to hide my little thread here. We're going to come in and we're going to do our 9 double crochets again. The thing is, we need to attach it afterwards to the other bell up top. So I have my 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Again, you would turn around and proceed again. 1, 2, 3. So the first 3 rows, there is no chain space. So the 4th row, is it? Yes, 4th and 5th row, we have a chain space. Okay, so continue, then I'll come back to you. Okay, so I did my 5 rows. I did my last double crochet. And now you're going to come in the last one here. And you're just going to slip stitch through it. Like that. Okay. And then cut your thread, and of course best way to do it is tuck in your loose ends already, because when you get to the last row, so you can make a knot here, and then just, you know, hide the thread in between these loops, because we are going to still work the last row on it. Now, of course, you can make these bells even a little bit bigger. You can go an extra row or 2. I'm just going to leave it like that because the next row is going to cover it up. Okay, so give you an idea what this is going to look like. So this is going to be like that. And then we have the last row, which we're going to make the little thing of the bell here. Okay, so now what you need to do is, like I said, we're only working where these motifs are. So that means you're going to skip all of this and you're going to come and work here. And we need to attach it onto that one. So the first thing we want to do is turn our pattern to the back and restart again. And then come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on your 7th one. Make sure I have this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on my 7th. Single, then do your 6 chain. Can hide your thread at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Come on the same one. Slip stitch. Turn your pattern and do everything all over again. So we're going to work inside of the loop here and do the 9, so single, 2 chain, the 9 double crochets. So I'm going to create my bell and then come to you at the end so I can show you. We're going to attach it on the corner here. Okay, so I'm on my last row. 5, 2, 3. So I've done my 3 chain. I'm going to come in 1, 2 on my 3rd chain here. I'm going to slip stitch, 1 chain, and then proceed to do my 9 double crochet, 1 chain space again, now if you wanted to make these bells longer without having so many rows, you could have done triple and it would make them longer also. Now, of course, the last row is going to hide all of this, right? And then you cut your thread again and proceed with the next one. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it all the way around. Attach, attach, all the way. Don't forget that you need to do it on your motifs here. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Hey everyone, so I pretty much tied off the last one together, and I'm going to continue to do 1 chain in the same space as single, next space, single. So this whole rule will be about singles. This is just the closing off of the pattern. So single on top of the double crochet, 1 in the 1 chain space. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here on the 4th one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Between the 4 and the 5, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can just do pecan or come in and do a single. Okay, and then on top of the double crochet, and then continue on. Single in 1 chain space, 1 on top of double crochet, and you'll do that to all the bells, or you can just close in as peacock if you'd like. I mean, it's up to you. You have that option. I'm going to do a single in between the bells. Actually, I'm going to do 2 singles. I want to give it that little space between them, like that. 1 on top of the double crochet and 1 inside of the space. So we're going to count again. 1, 2, 3, and between the 4 and the 5, 1, 2, 3, the 4 and the 5, 1, 2, 3, and the 4. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do it here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be done on the 5. We want it to be centered. Okay, no biggie. So on your 5th one, I think that looks more centered. So on your 5th double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th one here, we'll do the 6th chain. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then come back into the same space and then into the other spaces. Just close it off, 1 single per space and on top of the double crochet. And I think we're good like this. I think it will be more centered off. I'm going to do 2 inside of the, between the bells, just to give it that space, and 1 on top of the double crochet. And then you count again to your 5th double crochet and do your 6th chain. I think that's more centered that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 5th one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back in the same space and close it off. And then proceed again with the singles. Well, this does it pretty much for this tutorial. I want to thank every single one of you for being here. Baby grandma, I hope you like this pattern. I think it will look stunning on your table, and very simple to create. It's just a little bit of work for the bells at the end, but you know what? You want to have a beautiful little piece, then it's worth the doing. And like I said, my Octagon tablecloth that I have pineapples, I will leave the link below for you to look at, remembering that you can go into the rugs and create tablecloths from it, or I have many tablecloths also. You can check that out on my playlist. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I overpassed it. Okay, so anyway, you get the idea how it is. I will have the video, and once I block it, you can start spray. I use laundry softener to block my patterns. Pure, whatever brand, it doesn't matter. And I spray it and I stretch it with my hand. Now, if you have time, you can leave it dry on its own. I normally don't. I spray, I stretch, and I light iron it, and it's just perfect. So I want to thank every single one of you for being here. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. I will have the measurements below. This is just perfect for a table centerpiece. And please don't forget to share. Sharing is caring. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It helps the channel. Thank you for your donations, for the women in need, and for myself for the super chat, super thanks. I am grateful and humble to every single one of you. I send you much love and hugs. Thank you, everyone. Until next time. Bye-bye.